April 2nd, 2020. Duly Devoted. Every time I read the story of Ruth, I am impressed by her devotion to her mother-in-law, Naomi. When Naomi decided to return from Moab to Bethlehem following the death of her husband and two sons, her two Moabite daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth, chose to go also. However, Naomi urged them to remain with their people as she had no husbands to offer them. Weeping, Orpah kissed Naomi and did remain in the land. However, Ruth still chose to go with her mother-in-law. Ruth's devotion was expressed in the memorable words that we read in Ruth chapter 1, verses 16 to 17. But Ruth said, "Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you. For where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there will I be buried. May the Lord do so to me, and more also, if anything but death parts me from you." Amazing devotion, an endearing relationship. These words have even been noted for couples getting married. They are words of commitment. They are expressions of no matter what, I will stick with you. However, what if it had been reversed and Naomi had told Ruth that her people, the Moabites, would have been her people and the Moabite gods her gods? Same mark of a devoted relationship, but not in faithfulness to God. Fortunately for Ruth, her choice led her to the land of Judah and the God of Israel, and to ultimately end up being a part of the lineage of David, Ruth 4:18-22, and Matthew 1:5, and therefore also a part of Christ's genealogy, Matthew 1:1-16. That too is an amazing part of the story of this Moabite woman. As impressed as we might be with the devotion of Ruth, and as fond as we can rightfully be of her words of commitment, a sad reality is many have left a faithful relationship with God for devotion to an earthly relationship. Christians have married non-Christians, and in their faithfulness to that relationship have left their faith behind. Marriage commitments ought to be honored, as the faithful relationship was part of God's plan from the beginning, Genesis 2:24. But the devotion to God must be first and foremost. Remember Joshua's declaration to the nation of Israel prior to his death. We find his unequivocal affirmation where we read, Joshua 24, verses 14-15, "Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in faithfulness. Put away the gods that your fathers served beyond the river and in Egypt, and serve the Lord. And if it is evil in your eyes to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods your fathers served in the region beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Is God still our choice this day? Are we remaining in fellowship among the people of the Lord? Is God and the truth of His Word remaining the foundation on which our life rests and is continuing to be built up? May God remain our God and His people our people, as our life actions clearly affirm we have devoted ourselves to serving the Lord. Have a great day living in continued devotion to God.